Coming up, it's the longest high school football rivalry in Atlantic County, but why doesn't the AC High Holy Spirit game have the same meaning?
The college and career fair was a big success. We'll tell you how seniors benefited.
And there was a big change to every class. It was shocking at first, but now teachers love it. Those stories, plus our Thanksgiving favorites, are on the way. Viking News starts right now. Hi everyone, and welcome to this edition of Viking News. Along with Samaya Comment, I'm Matt Master.
Thanksgiving is upon us, and Atlantic High is part of one of the greatest traditions in South Jersey. On Turkey Day, it's the 95th meeting between the Vikings and the Spartans. To many alumni, this game matters the most, but for those who are playing the game, they have a different mindset. Samantha Pereira joins us with the more on the rivalry. Samantha?
The first AC High Holy Spirit game was back in 1926. And since that time, the Vikings lead the all-time series with a 52-38-4 record. But for the players and students, this great rivalry doesn't have the same meaning it once did. As the Vikings prepare for Holy Spirit, alumni are fired up for the rivalry.
This was always the game, regardless of what your record was, whether you were in first place, or whatever else was going on. It was always about Thanksgiving Day and Holy Spirit.
A lot of people there every Thanksgiving. You'll see the stands will be packed on both sides. So that means a lot. It does.
But for the players, this series doesn't have the same feeling.
The rivalry doesn't mean that much to me. The 90-something years that it was going on, I really don't pay attention to that.
The rivalry with Holy Spirit, it doesn't mean a lot to me. To me, it's really just another game, another time to play football.
So how could a rivalry that's almost a century old lose its intensity? The main reason is this game has no impact on the Vikings making the playoffs.
If we played them during the regular season, we would get a lot of points and make playoffs. So it kind of makes no sense playing our hardest, best opponent after the season's already over.
Back in the old days, students either went to AC High or Holy Spirit. But now, students can go just about anywhere they want. In most cases, players have more friends at other schools.
I know the most players on Oak Crest. I want to beat them badly because they just talk a lot of smack.
Team I know the most players on is probably Mainland. I've been playing a lot of those kids for a really long time.
I probably knew the most people on Epsigami, and I wanted to beat them bad, you feel me?
Even though the rivalry isn't what it used to be, the Vikings still want to beat Holy Spirit, but for reasons other than history between the two schools.
Playing for each other, playing for my friends, my family, and my seniors, just trying to win.
That's the last game for my seniors and last time getting a chance to play with them. And the Atlantic City haven't beat Holy Spirit in a minute, so I just want to beat them one time.
The players believe the only way to get the meaning of the rivalry back is to move the game from Thanksgiving. Many alumni think that will hurt the tradition, but if Holy Spirit is either the first game or on senior night, then it would count towards the playoffs and have more meaning. As for this year's game, if the Vikings can defeat the Spartans, then one thing will remain the same, the thrill of beating our longest rival. Matt?
The Holy Spirit game is a great tradition. Hopefully we can get the intensity back. If any player represents the turnaround of the football team in the last 2 years, it's quarterback Joe Lyons. On Thanksgiving Day, Joe has a chance to cement his place in school history if the Vikings can beat Holy Spirit. Everyone at the school will be rooting for Joe, but not everyone in his own family will be cheering him on. This is Joe's sister, Taylor. She's a sophomore at Holy Spirit, so even though she loves her brother, on Thanksgiving Day, she'll be rooting for the Spartans, and that just fuels Joe's fire.
I would have the title of going to the better school. School pride is more important than my brother.
My sister already talks stuff, and she talks stuff from last year too, from losing. So if we win this game, especially my last game of the year, it's a lot of bragging rights for forever.
Good luck to Joe and the Vikings. It'll be great to snap that 5-game losing streak with the Holy Spirit. One of the highlights this school year took place last month with the second annual College and Career Week. The seminars gave students valuable advice and information that will help them decide their future. The highlight of the week came on the last day. Mariah Argello shares her thoughts on the College and Career Fair.
If a student doesn't know what to do after graduation, this College and Career Fair was a great place to start. There were 30 colleges at the event, everything from big-time universities to smaller colleges. There were colleges in-state and also out-of-state.
I love that they came out to present themselves, and I'm still looking at the colleges, so hopefully I get, a good little interview with them.
This was a great chance for students to learn about these colleges and what it takes to attend.
I learned a lot of schools had different majors that I wanted to be in, and certain schools had that I wanted to go to had sports that I wanted to play in.
Many of these colleges made a great first impression on our students.
NYU, because my family's from New York, so if I could go to NYU, I get to be closer to all my family since I moved out to AC, and it's just NYU.
The ACCC because it's in Atlantic City, and a lot of people go there, and it's just, you got a lot of programs in there that is like close to the area that where everybody can go.
And for those students who aren't interested in college, there were plenty of choices for them as well.
The reason I say Lincoln Tech is because it's a really good trade school that I want to go to, because it has electricians and like mechanics and engineering, and that's like a field I would love to go in.
With this year's college and career fair taking place in the fall, this gives seniors plenty of time to use this information they receive.
I think it's better like taking place in the fall because then you have more time to like decide like where you want to like go, and so I think it's better taking place in the fall.
For Viking News, I'm Mariah Argello.
As a senior, I know it's tough deciding what to do after graduation, so the college and career fair was a big help. Speaking of graduation day, we're still 7 months away from taking the stage and getting our diplomas, but already we're getting a feeling of what the big day will be like. Over the last month, we've been taking our senior portraits. Everyone is hoping to take the perfect picture since we'll be looking back at these photos for many years to come. This was also a chance to wear a cap and gown for the first time and think ahead to life after high school.
I think it was really fun. I actually really enjoyed it. I kind of liked that it was like the next step to like graduation, so it was nice.
Getting my senior portrait was kind of crazy, since like it's the first time I've actually gotten my graduation pictures taken besides my 8th grade year. I just wish like if I could go back, I would redo everything.
I was feeling really nervous when I was getting my picture because I feel like it's a step to be graduating from high school, and it's really excited too.
It's a great time to be a senior. I can't wait to take those photos next year. When this school year began, every student noticed one change in every classroom. It was the Smartboards. Students always like new technology, but for teachers, they're the ones who have to learn how to use it. Maliha Mishu has a story.
When teachers first saw the Smartboards in their room, they had this reaction.
I was a little bit nervous when we started with it because I've never used it before. It's something new for me.
But now after 3 months, most teachers seem to like it.
I like it even more because I'm just discovering more and more applications to use it in the classroom.
I don't have to worry about connecting my laptop to the projector and all of that. The technology is easily accessible.
Teachers use the Smartboard in a number of ways. Some keep it simple.
I use it because I do not print well, okay? So I, write in cursive, and it will take my cursive and transpose it into print, and the kids can understand that much better, and it's big, and it's bright, and it's clean.
While other teachers utilize it even more.
I use most of the capabilities because I teach cybersecurity, so I need to share my screen from time to time.
We can label maps on the Smartboard. Students can actually use the pen, and I ask them, well, where is that country? And they actually label the maps themselves.
Besides teachers, students seem to like the Smartboard too.
I like the Smartboard better than the whiteboards because it's more versatile than the whiteboards, and you can put pictures on the Smartboard.
I think it's better than the chalkboard because you can see the writing better on the Smartboard.
I really like the Smartboard in my classes because it's a very innovative way for teachers to teach and they don't have to use as many resources as chalkboards.
Not many people like change, so if most teachers and students like the Smartboard, it's been a good addition to each class. For Viking News, I'm Maliha Mishu.
I'm a big fan of the Smartboard. Thanksgiving is upon us, and students can't wait for the 4-day break. There are so many traditions, but nothing quite like the food. Thanksgiving is a time when all the favorites come out. Some of us love turkey the best, while others have a side dish that's their favorite. We asked students what's their favorite Thanksgiving food.
My favorite Thanksgiving food is mac and cheese and collard greens, really because I just look forward to that Thanksgiving, and it really be busting for real. It's good.
My favorite Thanksgiving food is yams, and that's my favorite food because it's sweet, and I like to mix it with the macaroni.
My favorite is mac and cheese because I think, personally, my mom make the best every year. It's always good.
Apple pie from
my aunts and uncles with ice cream because it tastes good and it reminds you of the holidays.
My favorite Thanksgiving food is stuffing because it just takes the flavor of everything.
My favorite Thanksgiving food, I'm gonna have to say, is turkey because, turkey is just the main food at Thanksgiving. When it's there, that's the main food I just want to get. I love fried turkey or baked turkey. However it's coming on Thanksgiving, I'm gonna eat it. I just know that. But yeah, I would say turkey.
Just like Jose, my favorite food on Thanksgiving is turkey. My mom and grandma do a great job. It's a combined effort.
I have to agree with Kyrie and Jakai. Macaroni and cheese is the best. When my mom makes it, it's delicious.
That does sound good. You might have to bring me a to-go dish.
I'll see what I can do for you.
That's going to do it for this edition of Viking News.
For Matt Master, I'm Samaya Cotman. We hope you have a great day and a happy Thanksgiving.